Afghanistan's a funny place. It's interesting. I've been there. I was there for 4 years. I could tell stories all week on it. I enjoyed my time there. I guess it's kind of like what I've heard military service being described as, is the camaraderie and all that. The people I met some fine people. Met some horrible monsters too. But a lot of people don't know the story behind that. People remember this Russian invasion and the Russians tried to take over Afghanistan. Well, the Afghan government and most of the people in Afghanistan, at least in the north, were aspiring to become a Soviet republic like Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan and all those Stan countries. There's lots of them. Uzbekistan. I could rattle them all off right now if you want that to get us to nowhere. You never heard of most of those places, though, if you're an American. But you heard of Afghanistan. And Afghanistan's rather divided. There's Dari in the north and Pashtuns in the south. There's other groups too, Turkmen, Hazara, and whatever. But the main cultural influences are the Pashtun in the south, the Dari in the north. While the Soviets were courting the Dari, the U.S. aid and the Peace Corps and the CIA were busy with the Pashtun in the south. It fomented a civil war so they wouldn't become part of the Soviet Union. Zbigniew Brzezinski came up with that strategy. That's when bin Laden came in and the Mujahideen. They were supported by the U.S. and basically turned Afghanistan into a horrifying place, just so they wouldn't become a Soviet republic like Uzbekistan. I've been there. It's not that bad. But anyway, you know the rest of the story. Mujahideen morphed into the Taliban, and they supposedly were behind 9/11. I think we all know that that's not exactly true. But then we attack Afghanistan. Why is Afghanistan such a target? I mean, they don't have any oil. What's the big deal? Why are people interested in Afghanistan? Well, the British did surveys back in the 1890s. We all know about the rare minerals and other valuable things that they have that are real valuable nowadays. Soviets knew about it. But I met people who'd seen strip mines for lithium and rare earth minerals in Afghanistan. You don't hear about that, though. What are they doing with it? The Afghan people get a cut? They're just taking it. You create chaos in a place and you can just take things away from them. It's colonialism. U.S. has been doing it for years. Most Americans don't even seem to know about that, though. They had private contractors guarding those strip mines. Every once in a while, they get in over their head and they'd send the U.S. Marines in to bail them out. I've met several Marines that have seen them, seen the mines. They talked about it. They weren't supposed to. They had to sign a disclosure promising never to tell about it. Read Smedley Butler's War is a Racket. They've been doing this for 100 years, using U.S. military personnel to support global corporations getting free stuff and having nice fat profit margins. It's not about freedom. It's not about women's rights. It's not about deposing dictators. It's not about any of that. It's been sold a bill of goods. And now the United States is out of Afghanistan and the Chinese are going in. Well, they're going to get that lithium. That's all I hear. They'll pay them for them at least. They have a pretty good record of paying people. Not a lot, but they do make contracts with the whatever powers that be instead of just going and beating them up and taking it. I say leave them alone. People want revenge because they left all those weapons there. Well, that's so they could make more weapons. That's where the money is. That's where your tax dollars go. Could have make more. Let them have it. Let them try to make their own stable government there. Your portrayal of Muslims as crazy head choppers, it's a media cartoon. Been my experience. I'll make more videos on this and go into more detail about what I've actually seen and what I've uncovered, and a lot of it it's unequivocal. Facts you can't argue with. So long for now. I'm Uncle Buildy. I'll see you next time.